this particular incident happened between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. One witness said several policemen were seen on the roof but apparently failed to convince the man not to jump. One of the witnesses said police later confirmed to the China Morning Post that a 33-year-old man surnamed Lee was found in a dangerous position on the roof of Charter House in downtown Hong Kong. The man threw himself off the roof of the building shortly before the city's emergency crew arrived. The man landed on a 4-lane western-bound carriageway outside the building. Police are currently investigating the case, and according to several J.P. Morgan employees, the man was a junior-level investment banker who played a minor but supporting role in various projects. If you go to my webpage at robbyknoll.com, you will also find a article by Douglas Hagman, Douglas Hagman of Northeast Intelligence Network delves deeply into the world that most only believe exists in the realm of cinematic thrillers. It's one of intrigue, corruption, and murder, and it involves some of the world's most influential firms, business leaders, and politicians. There are billions, if not trillions of dollars on the line. When the nefarious agendas of these sycophants are threatened, it's not much of a stretch of the imagination to suggest that those involved will do whatever is necessary to protect their wealth, power, and influence. For them, the only way to deal with a problem is to silence it permanently. One can chalk the recent string of banker suicides to a coincidence. But what if there were more to it? What if, for example, the 39-year-old vice president of J.P. Morgan, Gabriel McGee, who emailed his girlfriend to tell her he was leaving the office and would see her shortly, didn't throw himself off a 33-story building in what police claim was a non-suspicious fatal fall? What if the circumstances surrounding many of the deaths of these bankers and a Wall Street finance reporter were the result of, as one financial insider noted a week before the deaths unfolded, a cleanup of people who knew too much and posed a threat to the overall agenda? Much of this may be difficult to stomach for some, but considering that the people responsible for collapsing the global economy 5 years ago not only never faced justice for their crimes, but were rewarded with billion-dollar bank deals as a result, is it foolish to suggest that there's much more going on here than the mainstream media and the Justice Department officials would have us believe? It just all seems a bit too convenient. You can find the entire article on the strange and mysterious banker suicides on my webpage at robbynoel.com. As mentioned, this is a early morning a preview of what to expect for the day's action on Wall Street, and I will wrap it all up at the end of the day, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, on the Microeffect. Speaking of which, currently on the Microeffect, if you tune in, you'll be able to get the thoughts and comments from Mark Cornke, together with his buddy Don, and if Don's not available, Joe McNeil does an adequate job. That will be followed by Jeffrey Bennett's Life, Liberty, and All That Jazz, a 2-hour informative program that does not necessarily deal with financial affairs, but deals with a whole array of issues. Followed by John Stokes, who likewise does an informative program covering many subjects. And then the latest addition to the morning lineup over on the Microeffect, old friend Jack Blood brings his unique perspectives to the Microeffect, followed by, and this is what I think sets the Microeffect from all other so-called alternative media outlets, is that we are the only network that have broadcasters operating outside of U.S. borders. Like myself, broadcasting live from Rosarito Beach, Mexico, Roger Sales does his program live from Argentina, and will give you a perspective of the events taking place in that particular South American country. As you know, numerous countries in South America as we speak are in total chaos. Venezuela is dealing with a whole set of issues, and as is usually the case in South American countries, it doesn't take long for things to spread. As I've said many times before, my friends, I do not have a crystal ball. I cannot predict the future. All I try and do on a daily basis is try and make sense of an insane world. It is my sincere hope that if those of you listening to this podcast are thinking of purchasing physical gold and silver, or know of someone close to you, be it family or friend, that is also thinking of purchasing gold and silver, that they give either Jeffrey Bennett or myself a call and speak with us personally. Our toll-free number is 855-289-7587. If you do not want to talk to us personally but have a question pertaining to current pricing on popular bullion coins, you can drop us an email. You can find Jeff's email address and my email address posted on my website at robbynoel.com. Just scroll down the page until you come to the Flying Eagle gold and silver logo, and just click on either Jeff's link or my link, and that will immediately take you to an email link. And for the record, all the shows that I do, not only on this new format over on Spreaker, but all the shows I do on the Microeffect are archived, and you have access to the archives. Today's morning update, as far as news is concerned, is sparse at best, but that's just simply because I have not gone through all my sources as of yet, because it's still pretty early in the AM. 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, to be exact. But I will be adding more stories that I find relevant on my webpage during the morning. So check back and see if I've added anything to the current crop of stories I already have posted. Well, my friends, this is a quick early morning thumbnail sketch of what to expect from Wall Street and Washington on this Tuesday. And as I leave you on this early morning update, I can report that gold is holding on to its gains of $2.20. Silver is holding on to a 25-cent gain at $21.67. The Dow, initially positive, has now turned negative, and not seeing any tensions in the Middle East. I have no explanation why oil is higher by $1.10. Crude oil now once again trading over $100. So the American consumer not only stands to see higher produce costs because of the drought in California, but prepare yourself